and welcome to a special edition of News Channel 8. Tonight, we're covering the crime and violence that has besieged our territory in the last 48 hours alone. First, we start on St. Croix. We go there now with Wes Small, who gives us a report.
Unbelievable breaking story early this morning at about 7:30 in this area of Golden Rock. You see behind me a Bates garbage truck. We have at least one man down. He is dead. Here's what we know. Details are still sketchy. Investigators, Police Chief Oakland Benta is on the scene. At around 7:30 this morning, at least 16 shots rang out. Volleys of 2 shots each, and then about 11 shots in consecutive order. And we have at least one man down. He is believed to be a Bates trucking employee. No name given at this time. We have grieving relatives that were on the scene early this morning. And again, this is just going on. You see right now all the police officials as they are going over the truck. You see Jonathan Heitzman on top of the truck, forensics expert for the VIPD. We will try to go to Police Chief Oakland Benta or Melody Rames, VIPD Public Information Officer. I have to tell you that this community is in shock. All in the area here of JFK housing community and so forth, here in the area of Golden Rock in Christiansted. If we have any more information, of course, during this investigation, we will be giving it to you. All right, we're in the bottom of JFK right now. It's still in its early stages where we have a Bates trucking man dead on the scene in Golden Rock, right in back of that Chinese restaurant. Now, right now, we're seeing detectives and officials, and they are inside of an apartment. Apparently 2 or 3 suspects are in custody right now for this homicide. This is ongoing. This is going to be ongoing all morning. It's just a horrendous scene. Right now, the entire community, Christiansted, Golden Rock in particular, in shock right now. And it's just unbelievable. Everyone's shaking their heads of the carnage that the Virgin Islands has seen in the last 2 weeks. Almost a shooting every single day, if not 2. Situation definitely out of control. It all started at around 7:30 this morning as a Bates delivery man was gunned down on his job, executed, shot over a dozen times. At least that is the preliminary investigation so far from this reporter's view. Eyewitnesses on the scene. And now you see what's going on here as they have gone inside of this apartment looking for possibly weapons or anything that can connect this homicide that happened, well, within about 2 or 3 hours ago. Now, as the cameraman pans up this way here, you'll see about 6 or 7 vehicles as they are looking in the bushes up in that area. Is it possible that the gunman went through the bushes to the back of the Chinese restaurant and executed the Bates delivery man? We don't know. But look, all of them are scouring that area right now looking for evidence. So this is preliminary. This is an exclusive as News Channel 8 is on the scene. We'll keep you posted as time warrants. All right, well, right now it's just after 12 o'clock, and you can still see the Bates truck right here. We have animal control from this perimeter all the way down to the back of John F. Kennedy housing community. All right, let's refresh you and tell you exactly what's going on. At or about 7:30 this morning, a volley of 6 shots rang out. This is from first-hand knowledge from this reporter. 2 shots, then 2 more shots, then 2 more shots. Then there was a 5-second interval, and then you heard about 11 or 12 consecutive shots. Lying on the ground dead, as you watch the file footage from earlier this morning, is a Bates trucking employee. We know his name. He is in the vicinity of about 40 some odd years old. We cannot release that name right now due to next of kin. Another driver, another worker was in the truck with him. He is now under police custody and obviously under a doctor's care as he is shocked beyond belief. After that, then, the detectives and forensics arrived on the scene, and we understand that 3 suspects are now in custody. All right, now you're watching some footage as the VIPD and detectives go inside of a house at the bottom of JFK. In that area, or behind, again, the perimeter leading to JFK. 3 weapons were reportedly confiscated: an AK-47, a shotgun, and a 9mm handgun. All of this is unofficial. Again, these are just reports that this reporter has gathered at the scene. Police Chief Oakland Benta was at the scene. Also, Police Commissioner James McCall. Police Chief Benta promised that he would get back to me, but again, it's after 12 o'clock now. This incident happened over 4 hours ago. We have really had no official police word as of yet to go on camera, but this is what we've come up with. All right, now, I'd like to throw it to Police Chief Oakland Benta.
This morning, about 7:26 this morning, a call came into 911 in reference to shots being discharged in the area of the Chinese restaurant across from Pueblo, Border Rock. Officers responded to the scene, observing an individual running from some bushes into the JFK area, carrying what looked to be like a firearm. The officers then converged on that residence in which the individuals ran into, secured the perimeter, and had the special operations team respond so that they can do a breach of the home after discovering that a male individual was found laying dead in the vicinity of the Chinese restaurant. Individuals from the JFK housing community who also chimed in and assisted the police department, as well as some other concerned citizens who made the original call. The officers were fortunate enough to apprehend 3 male individuals. Those names are being withheld right now as the investigation continues. The shooting of this male individual, whose name is Steve Williams, a 33-year-old male of the Science Farm housing community, plagues us as a result of an incident that they may have had some previous years and some previous talkings that they've had. Mr. Williams suffered multiple gunshot wounds about the body. During the search, the officers found an AK-47 rifle, assault rifle, a shotgun, and a 9mm pistol. This brings us to wonder in so many different fashions that a dispute for nonsense resulted in the death of an individual in our community again. This has now forced the police department to step up in a different arena. We know that some of these individuals have significant asset in which they have allowed innocent citizens, in a sense, for now until they're proven guilty, to purchase homes and vehicles on their behalf. We're putting everybody on notice that asset forfeiture is something that we're going to go after.
So right now, that's all we know. Again, a Bates trucking employee dead, shot around 10, possibly 11 times. I do understand that he returned fire. Possibly those were those volleys of 2 shots apiece. Who knows? But his body was found right here, right in back of me, and there's the truck. Received multiple shots, and he died right here on the scene. Detectives are still here on the scene near this Chinese restaurant where this tragedy has happened. Again, pit bulls, fighting animals, are now being confiscated by Moises Carmona and his crew at the Animal Welfare Center. That's what's going on with that. They found unbelievable amounts of fighting dogs and possibly an arena in the back of this area. Police detectives have told me that they cut down the bush at one point some time ago, confiscated dogs, but unfortunately the dogs have moved back in. Right now, that's all the information that I have. Details are just being sewed up, so to speak, right now, and investigators are on the scene. If we have any more information to you by the time Jerome goes on, I'll give it to you. Here in Golden Rock, tragedy and the scene of more senseless bloodshed plagues our Virgin Island territory. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thank you, Wes. And when we come back from this break, we turn our attention to St. Thomas.